I'm so selfish, I can't help it. I need you all to myself.
I'm literally just in the mood to sit down and play with makeup today. Like, I've got so many products in my makeup collection at the minute that I've just not tried out because, do you know what? I get into a rut where I just use the same products all the time, and that has got to stop, okay? They're not all super new in the sense that they're recent releases. I feel like some of them have been released like a couple of months ago or whatever, but they're all products that I've not tried yet. So I thought we would sit down and just have a little play with some makeup and a chat and just, you know, all that good stuff. Also, you may notice my hair is darker. I have actually had my hair this colour quite a few times. If anyone's followed me for a while, you will know I tend to dye my hair a little bit darker every now and then when I'm getting a bit bored. You know how it is as a girl. I've literally just coughed so much that I look like I'm crying. Great. I've already primed my eyes. I'm going to do my eyes first, as always. You guys know the drill. In terms of palettes today, I have two of the newer kind of collaborations with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've literally not tried either of these yet, and I don't know why, because they're both stunning palettes. We've got the Jackie Aina palette, which kind of just says... Right, we'll see you later then, honestly. Bye, hon. Honestly, one of the most beautiful palettes I've probably seen from ABH in a while. I feel like the shades are so, so yummy and so perfect for this time of year. Also the packaging as well, okay? They did that. And then we've also got the Kali Bible palette, which I think is a little bit newer. The packaging on this as well is so cool. It's kind of like textured with all the little like beads and stuff. And then we open her up. She's actually white inside, like the actual palette, which kind of throws me off a little bit. I don't know which one to use. I only want to use one because I never see the point of using like two palettes for an eye look, because not everyone might have both. I think we'll use Jackie's palette today because I kind of have a look in mind and I feel like this one is gonna go with it better. I'm gonna use a Morphe M514 as always. I'm gonna start with the shade Ginger. Is it called Ginger? Yeah, which is this like warm brown. So I'm taking up some of that ginger shade and I'm just gonna start in the crease. I feel like Anastasia palettes have kind of a mixed reputation in terms of like the quality. Obviously there was the whole issue with Subculture, I'm pretty sure, which I didn't mind Subculture too much. I found that it worked fairly well for me. Very pigmented. I mean, ABH shadows always are, so I've got really itchy eyeball. I'm just gonna start buffing this on the outer corner. So far so good. Very, very pigmented. I feel like I'm being very careful with my eyeshadow today. That's not like me. I usually just slap it on. But yeah, how are we all doing? As I'm sat here doing my glam, just gonna take a bigger brush and start buffing it out. I do just want to say thank you so much for all of the love on my Halloween video and the Shane video that I did. Honestly, like, was just blown away by that, especially the comments on the Shane video. I feel like honestly, like, I just sat there and woke up every morning and read the comments and genuinely wanted to cry. Like, I was just so overwhelmed by all of the good feedback and stuff, so thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked the concept of that as well. I feel like if you want me to do that more with newer palettes, then I'm more than happy to do that. I've actually just ordered on eBay the Tati palette. Again, just doesn't sound right in my accent, does it? No, Hannah. Yeah, the Tati Textured Neutrals, is it called? Or whatever it's called. I've just ordered that on eBay, so if you want to see a tutorial on that, then let me know. I feel like I'm a bit late to the party with that now, but I'm more than happy to do a video on it. I need to get back to the gym, honestly. Like, someone send me to the gym, lock the doors, and don't let me out until I actually do some exercise. Trying to get the pigmentation. Oh, right, well that's out of focus anyway. See you later. I'm just trying to get the pigmentation as even as I can on this outer corner. Like, I'm actually really trying to make the effort to like blend as best as I can today. I'm gonna go into the shade Edges, which is similarly like a warm brown but a bit darker, and then I'm also gonna use the shade Credit. And I'm just going to continue to like build up that outer corner. Basically just using mostly the matte shades in this today because I really want to test out a pigment that I've got on the lid. Oh, that Edges shade is beautiful. It's like a reddy brown colour. Oh my god, that is so pretty. What the hell? Why have I not used this sooner? Am I okay? No. I'm just like kind of patting throughout the crease and then a little bit above the crease as well. Obviously not taking it as high as the ginger shade because that was the lightest transition colour, the lightest crease shade. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh, eyeshadow in my eyes, great. I'm gonna use a bit more of ginger just to blend the edges. Blend the edges, bitch! Next, also I have this shadow by MAC that I really wanted to test out, but I feel like we don't need her anymore. Maybe I'll test her on the lower lash line. I recently got sent some new bits from MAC in PR. So we've got a new Spellbinder shadow in the shade Stairs to the Stars. I had to like double check that then. This is the most interesting formula. It's like a loose eyeshadow, but also like a cushion eyeshadow. Like it feels so soft. It feels like velvet. You know, if you were to touch something that's velvet, that's how I describe it. I've never used this formula, so I don't know if it's best with like your finger. I don't know if it's best with a brush. I think I'm going to try a brush just because my nails have really grown out, so it's actually going to be quite hard to get in there. So I'm just going to use a Sosu brush. To be fair, it looks like it picks it up quite well. I don't know if it needs spraying or anything. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I've not cut a crease or anything because I kind of want it to be a bit more of like a smoky eye, do you know what I mean? Like I don't want it to look too sharp or anything. I want it to just look blown out, so that's why I'm not going to cut the crease. But oh my god, that is beautiful. I might just turn the brightness down a little bit so you can see better. I actually can't believe how pigmented that is. It's because it's almost like a loose glitter, but it's not. It's like, oh god, it's like insane. I feel like I need to suddenly buy every shade of this from MAC because that is the easiest pigment I've ever had to apply. So I'm not sure if I tried this yet. This is the L'Oreal Matte Signature Liner. I feel like I might have tried it or just used it to top up my lashes, but I'm just gonna line my lash line ready for lashes. Right, I'm really not blown away by that liner at all. I'm gonna use a tiny bit of my NYX one instead because that was just not doing it. Oh, so much smoother, like honestly so much smoother. And I am actually gonna use the shade Credit just to smoke that wing out because I don't want it to really look like I've got wing liner on. I just want it to kind of do the job of hiding my lashes. So I'm just gonna take an angled brush. This is a MAC 226 and just like smudge over that a bit. We've got some new unicorn lashes to try out. So these are in the style Peachy Pie. They kind of look similar to Cherry Top, which are my favourite unicorn lashes, but a little bit more wispy, I would say. So I'm just going to pop those on and I'll be right back. They're still drying, but they look cute. Okay, this is from Tatcha. This is the Dewy Skin Cream, and honestly, your girl is dry as the friggin' Sahara right now, so I need some dewiness. Oh my god, that feels unreal. What the hell? We've got the Ciate Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. I've not tried this yet, so I thought we'd give it a go. Oh my god, it smells so good. Watermelon's probably my favourite fruit, you know? Like, I don't know why, I just think it's delicious. Alright, newish foundation. I've been dying to try this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. We've got the shades 240N and 300C. So they basically, when they sent this in PR, I think they sent about 5 shades. So I pretty much kept like one of the darker shades and one of the lighter shades and then gave the rest to family and friends because it's good to have like a darker one and a lighter one, if you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, first thoughts. I feel like this shade is too orange for me. I might actually mix in a little bit of the other shade because that, considering that's supposed to be neutral, that's very, very orangey. All the first impressions, coverage wise, really pretty. Looks good, boys and girls. Covered really nicely, blended in really nicely. I did use quite a lot, so it looks a little bit heavy, but I've definitely put on more than you probably should have put on, but you know, I'm always doing that with foundation. What can I say? It's a bad habit. We've got a foundation stick from MAC. This is the Studio Fix Soft Matte Foundation Stick in the shade NW25. Not 25, NW45, sorry. Anyone that has been subscribed to my channel for a while... Ooh, that's quite... not dry, but I don't know. Quite... I don't even know how you describe that. Yeah, anyone that's been subscribed to my channel for a while will know I love a bit of cream bronzer or cream contour. I pretty much just pat when I'm blending out cream contour because that's what I find easiest. You don't really want to disturb the foundation underneath. All of the foundation sticks that I tend to use are more on like the hydrating side, I would say, and more on the dewy side, which I personally prefer. I feel like the only reason this is kind of blended in as easily as it is because of the foundation underneath and because we've got such a dewy base. Otherwise, kind of wondering if I would have struggled with this if I had a more matte foundation on. Okay, for concealer, I've got two that I bought in LA about 2 months ago. So we've got the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 18, and then the Colourpop concealer, the no filter concealer in the shade light 16. And you're gonna look at this and be like, Hannah, are you okay? Because that actually looks white in the tube. But the one thing that I found about this concealer when I was swatching it in the store, it oxidizes a lot. So I might just start with just Juvia's Place concealer. Obviously, yeah, that's not gonna do shit to highlight. Yeah, we'll use mostly Colourpop, which I know this looks light, but literally like give it a minute of being sat on the skin and it's like different. Just gonna let it dry down. Oh, do you know what? That is nice. Still quite light, but the one thing again you have to remember about concealer, this is the lightest it's gonna look, okay? Once it's set down with powder, no matter what powder you use, even if it's like a translucent powder, it will dull the concealer down. So this is the lightest it's gonna look. And I'm actually shocked at how good that has made my skin look. You know what? There's something about a clean beauty blender as well. Like, it just hits differently, okay? I should probably clean my sponge more because then maybe like my concealer would look like this more. Excess concealer, this is why I don't do my whole face, because I don't want to risk putting too much on. You can always add more, but when I've got excess concealer on my sponge, you can just go around and, what is that hair doing? That's rude. You can just go around and kind of hit all the other points you would highlight. Powder, again, very excited to try this. This is the Anastasia loose powder. I kept the shade vanilla. They did send all of them, and this one seemed like the best fit for me. Just take maybe like that much to start off with. I've not used a new loose powder in the longest time because I'm actually like refusing to let go of my YSL one. And someone told me that's being discontinued, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to sweep away. Don't like to really bake as my skin is, as we've said, the Sahara Desert. It is a little bit hard to sweep away if I'm being totally honest. Yeah, why is it doing that? It looks like chalky. Can you guys see that? Like, I've tried to put the brightness down as much as possible because that's when you really see what's up, you know? I feel like it's just clung to like weird patches of my foundation and my skin. Okay, I'm gonna quickly finish my under eye, so that's done and we can just do skin and lips. So I'm gonna use a little bit of ginger, followed by like edges, and just kind of mesh them all together. And then I'm gonna maybe use a little bit of that MAC shadow as well, which I'm going to list all the products down below if you want to know what anything is. That MAC shade is nice. Quite pigmented, I'll give it that. Okay, and then for bronzer, I've been dying to try this since it came out. Again, not a relatively new product anymore, but I've just not tried it yet. So this is the Fenty Beauty. It's so dirty. This is the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. She looks like a really nice colour. So I'm going to take my MAC 135, which is my go-to bronzer brush. It's like all I use, and I'm just gonna dip in and I'm gonna see what this is saying. You know what, that's so pretty. Not too pigmented, which I personally like in a bronzer. I feel like bronzers, blushes especially, I'd much rather like build them up a little bit than go in and be like, oh shit, because they're actually quite hard to blend out if you apply too much. Right, I've got a couple of highlighters that I want to test out. So we've got a new collaboration from MAC. The packaging for this is like, when I received this, I was like, this is unreal. So this is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Sky's the Limit, which I think is a really cute name. So beautiful. Quite pale, but you know, we're gonna give it a go anyway. So I'm just using a Sigma tapered highlighter in F35. I'm just gonna hit, oh yes, okay, that is cute. Do you know what, considering it's so pale in there, it actually doesn't come out that light on the skin. Okay, and then we've also got the Anastasia Vegas Loose Highlighter. A lot of Anastasia products today. But I feel like they come out with so many releases and I just never get around to trying them out. I feel like it's doing a little bit of something, but for at least highlighter, maybe not as much as I expected, but Still really pretty. I guess because like the loose highlighter I usually use is the Kylie one, and I have to be so light-handed with my Kylie Cosmetics loose highlighter because it's like in your face glow. But it's kind of nice that that's a bit softer, so quite like that. Got a Christmas blush set from NARS. The packaging on this stuff is insane. Like, I just fell in love when I saw this. So what shade am I gonna use? Maybe gonna mix like these two. Gosh, they're very pigmented. Kind of scared. Oh, okay. They don't actually come off too much with a brush. Yeah, I feel like that looks really, really pretty. I'm actually going to try a little bit of that MAC highlighter on the inner corner and see what that's saying. Oh, it's quite pretty. And then I might just use a little bit of brown on the very inner waterline. This is a Kat Von D liner in the shade Mad Max Brown. I've got a couple of new lip products. We've got a new liquid lipstick from Anastasia, which is part of Christmas collection. Another MAC lip gloss in the shade Plenty of Pout. And then I've also got one of the NARS Christmas lipsticks in the shade Barbara. And then I've also got a Kat Von D lip liner that I've not tried before. This is the Everlasting lip liner in the shade Lolita 2. So thought we'd try this out. Nice and creamy, but kind of difficult to apply because it's such a fine tip. Like, I like a creamy lip liner, but I also like something that has just like a tiny bit of a tug, which I don't know if that's personal preference, but I feel like if it's too creamy, it's very easy just to be like whoop and just like create a whole new lip. Do you know what I mean? So I like to have a little bit more control with my lip liners, but it's still really nice. And then I'm gonna go in with the NARS lipstick. Very creamy and actually matches the lip liner very, very well. Okay, and then last but not least, I've not got any new setting sprays. Sorry, don't mind my phone. So I'm just going to use some All Nighter by Urban Decay. I actually really like how it came out. I feel like everything looks really nice. The skins come together now. I'm still not sure about the powder, if I'm going to be honest. Foundation, concealer, I thought were really great. The cream bronzer, a little bit hard to work with, but came out well in the end. Loved all of the powder, bronzer, blush and highlight. Thought they were gorgeous. Lip is not very me. It's quite dark for me as a nude, but I actually do quite like it. Lashes are really nice. I feel like that lash is drooping a little bit, but don't mind that. And the eyes, I feel like have come out really, really well. Like, they're probably my favourite bit of this look, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this and playing with some makeup with me. Let me know what your favourite part is and if you tried any of these products yourself. Also, again, let me know about the Carly palette if you would like to see that, and the Tati textured neutrals. Is that what it's called? Or have I just completely made that up? Anyway, let me know if you want to see looks with both of those and I can film those. But yeah, I'm going to get going. I love you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next one.